your fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Oh, I'm so just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in love. Hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aspire Sports Show. Tyler, along with my co-host, and yeah, we got Gigs on camera now. Everyone say, "Hey, Gigs, what's up, Gigs?"
What's up,
so-
people?
So we'll talk about the game. Is it still going? I think it's still going on, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it wasn't much of a game. Oh man, did they score? Who
Kicked
scored?
another field goal.
Oh, they kicked the field goal. Okay, yeah, it was 38. So not much of a game, and I'm sorry. I know that somebody, who was it? It was Caesar. Caesar. He asked us Mahomes or Josh Allen, and we said Mahomes. Now, Caesar, I feel bad for you if you're listening right now. I would still say Mahomes. This was just one of those crazy games by Josh Allen, and hey, it is what it is. That's two tough players there to have, and try to pick between week in and week out because they're both really good in fantasy football. So, what not much of a game. It's pretty disappointing. I thought that the Broncos would put up somewhat of a fight, but man, they just got steamrolled.
Stephon Diggs.
Dude's a beast.
He's
Drew Lock.
uncoverable.
He's the
He's a
truth.
He's a beast. So is this how long is Nick Van what is his name again? Nick or Vic? The head coach, what's his name?
Vic
Michael
Fangio.
Vick.
NGO.
Yeah.
NGO.
How long has he
Fangio.
been the coach there? 2 years now?
A few days.
Yeah, I think it's probably 2 years. At least a couple, I think.
He's probably I want to check that. I'll look that up. Because I'd imagine he's got to be close to his time here, especially because they haven't been good. And
They
he's
lost a
the
lot of people to injury. I mean, the defense is what they used to hold on to. Chris Harris left. Von Miller's been out. They're working with Drew Lock at quarterback. I don't know. I'm sure he'll get fired.
Yeah,
Lock.
who are their? It's not like they have like a true number one receiver either.
they
Their
got Jerry
receivers are
Judy.
solid.
Jerry Judy.
They got Cortland Sutton. He's just not there right now.
I think.
True.
And I think part of their
issue.
issue was giving money to Melvin Gordon. That money could have been spent much better, and that dude's washed.
Yeah,
If
he's
Drew
not-
Lock doesn't get hurt, if Cortland Sutton doesn't get hurt, if Noah Fant doesn't get, I know it's like every single player on that team, but they have a nice young nucleus. I don't think that the Broncos are in much trouble. They have been hit with the injury bug really hard. No one's paid attention to them because they haven't had a good record all year, but they've played a lot of games without a starting quarterback. They haven't had their true number one receiver. I think
Gosh.
they're going to be all right, honestly.
Daniel
Because
Jones.
there's a lot of people.
On there.
Go ahead. All right. Well, I was going to say Drew Lock. Everyone says that he's not a franchise quarterback, but I'm not writing him off yet. I don't think he'll ever be like top tier elite quarterback, but I think they can win with him if they have a good enough defense because they have some young weapons around him. If they can build chemistry and keep the talent there. They didn't have Von Miller this year, right? I mean, that's huge.
No. Yeah.
That's like the Bears not having Khalil Mack.
And so they also, correct me if I'm wrong, but they also lost Boye and Chris Harris both this year.
Boye definitely missed some time.
Boye missed a little bit of time, but then he got suspended. He just got suspended
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure he was part of the PEDs too. So I think he got suspended.
Oh, that was Roby. Wasn't that Roby?
There was Roby, and then maybe Boye went to IR. But I'm pretty sure.
Isn't Boye on another team now? I thought he left.
Harris.
No, Boye's on
Harris isn't
Denver.
there.
Yeah, I know Harris left.
Yeah, Boye got suspended for PEDs. December 9th, so it was previous week.
Hey, Derek, don't even bother because he's timed out for 45 minutes. So way to go,
Yeah,
Derek.
he tweeted at us.
Way
He's
to
pissed.
Timed
go.
out stuff.
Derek,
So-
you're one more mishap from not being a mod, and I'm giving it to DB.
So let's see. We got some questions in the chat. Mark, I'm a Mountaineer fan, but I do live in the heart of Clemson country and have a Trevor Simeon's national championship ring I purchased in auction for children with cancer research.
That's
Hey,
cool.
What a
good
guy,
for you, Mark. What a
Hey,
guy.
it might be
That-
worth a lot of money someday.
Maybe if he goes to the Jets, I don't know. Oh, gosh. Come
Wait,
on.
they said Trevor Simeon?
Oh, did
Trevor
he say
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. You said
Trevor Lawrence. Oh.
Simeon.
Hey, he's a stud too. He was a stud.
I was
No,
gonna
Trevor
say,
Lawrence is sweet.
I was gonna make a joke because it was Trevor Simeon, then it's for a good cause, so I didn't want to. But with it being Trevor Lawrence, that's actually really sick.
Yeah.
That is cool, and he should hopefully have a good career. Let's see. You think Robert Woods will get 20 plus PPR versus the Jets? I don't think so personally. Just if the game's competitive, then yes. But I just don't imagine the game being competitive. I just think that really stunts the ceiling for him, and I feel like 15 is kind of the max. But hey, he could get more. What do you guys think?
No, yeah, we're nervous about his ceiling due to the game, and I think that's across the board. I think that's with all of us. Just because the Jets are that bad, and I'm kind of on the same thing as Ty. It's like I don't understand where the Jets are superior to the even close actually to the point where they can move it consistently. It's like, yeah.
Are you kidding me? They're a better team.
Like they won't be able to run the ball. They're not going to be able to pass the ball. They just put up, like, I just imagine the Jets are checked out. They're like, gosh, I wish the season was over. I do think NFL players at some point get to that point where they're like, we haven't won a damn game. No, and I don't think that, maybe I'm totally wrong, but by some of the comments, I just don't think that they like Adam Gase. I don't know how he's still a coach, but hey, that's where we are. So anyways, you think Mike Davis is a better play than Drake, says MP. What's up, MP? What do you guys think?
I think
MP is going to say Drake is a better play, but I think Mike Davis is a better play.
MP loves Drake. I do think Drake is a good play as well, though. I do think he's a good play. He's actually, what was the stat I had? Since he came back from injury, he's second in red zone and goal line carries, only to Dalvin Cook. So he's seeing a bunch of work where it counts. So I think he has a pretty safe floor due to that. I was AFK with my phone sitting face down on my couch. Sorry, Optimize. Well, that sounds like come on, Derek. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Optimize, if you're listening. It does suck. But We'll be tomorrow and then optimize. You can get it all out then. I feel like the Rams are just going to dominate and then run the ball most of the game. I agree. I feel like that's how we think here too. I just think we said it. We don't know how the Jets move the ball. I don't see how they move the ball. Mark, this is awesome. Mark, that is awesome. Actually, so they made it more than one of them. Oh, they made more than one of the rings. You're saying?
Probably
Yeah,
like
or
I'm
Lawrence
guessing
gave
it's
up
a
his only
replica.
one. Yeah.
That if that had to cost a lot of money if it was only one ring. Man, that'd be Mark. You're a baller, dude. So would you play Corey Davis over Woods then? This close. I think it's in the realm of discuss like possibilities for me just because now Stafford's playing. Like if Stafford wasn't playing, no way. But with Stafford playing, you have to look at the game script. Like how close do you think this game is going to be, Gigs, with the Titans?
There's no reason that the Lions should be able to stop their offense. It's all about whether the Lions can hang and keep scoring. So I think game script, they're definitely going to just run. They're going to just do whatever they have the most success with. What's interesting is last week against Green Bay, when Detroit played Green Bay, they didn't have to run the ball. Aaron Rodgers and the whole offense was kind of like, let's just keep throwing because this is working. So there is a chance that Derrick Henry, they don't need to even use him because it's just so easy to throw the ball. I still like Corey Davis in this game because I know how leaky their secondary is, and I think
So would
he's
you
a
play him
pretty
over
safe
Woods?
play. Yeah, I think I would because you see that the pun. I don't trust, and maybe I'm on an island here. I don't trust the Rams offense. It stalls at times. Then this is such an easy it's such an easy defense that they'll just default to running the ball. If Goff doesn't look good at first, if they're getting pressure on Goff and he looks scared in the pocket like he always does, they're gonna just run the shit out of the ball. I think Cam Akers is great. Like Robert Woods, not so much, but I don't know. I would feel more comfortable with Corey Davis because I think he's been a little bit more consistent.
Would you
Yeah.
go, Ryan?
I don't know. Honestly, this is really close, like you said. So with the Woods and Cup, where we say that their ceiling is like their ceiling isn't as high because game script, there is a chance though that up until this point, like if Robert Woods on the first drive, like if they go off in the first half, let's just say it's the first half, there's a good chance that Woods and Cooper Cup like both score a touchdown in the first half before it gets out of hand. And then obviously at that point, this is like that's where we're at with the whole ceiling thing. But they could still have a solid game in the first half. But to Giggs' point, Detroit's defense is just as depleted and bad. So I guess I'll agree with him and go Corey Davis. But it's not like we don't hate Robert Woods. We just don't think the ceiling's there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Robert Woods finds the end zone more. Like Robert Woods he's someone they have involved in like sweeps and stuff. He runs the ball and they do trickery with him. That's what has always made him more interesting in my opinion. But yeah, I don't see him being the guy that gets like 100 yards, 7-8 catches for a touchdown this week. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Corey Davis.
Well, since I made my rankings, I will say, are you sure? I will say I'll go with Robert Woods just because I put him there. And I do think that there is concern about the ceiling, but at the same time, it is the Jets. Their defense sucks. Their secondary is pathetic. Their rush defense is a little bit better than their pass defense, and that's not saying much. But like, it's close. So if you want to go with Corey Davis, go for it. But whatever the case may be, it's up to you. It's close though for sure. Pick two between AJ Brown, Chris Godwin, Robert Woods, Robbie Anderson. For me, I'm going AJ Brown, Chris Godwin. What would you guys do?
I would agree.
Yeah.
I have to pick between Aaron Jones or Jonathan Taylor. I don't want to make the wrong choice though. Thoughts on who to pick? Oh,
Jonathan Taylor.
I have Jonathan Taylor one slot ahead of Aaron Jones this week, so take it for what you want. We could watch Aaron Jones erupt tonight like Josh Allen, but at the same time, I think it's up to you. It's really close. I would go Jonathan Taylor, but it's totally up to you. Whoever you want to go. Who would you go, Ryan?
I guess I'd agree with you guys. This just weird their not commitment to Aaron Jones and Jonathan Taylor's smash play, especially recently. So I guess just go Jonathan Taylor.
Let's see. Oh, Optimize back. There we go. What's up, Optimize? Was Stafford playing? Do you feel like Davis over Swift PPR? Okay. Do I still feel like that? Yeah, I do. I still like Davis over Swift just because with Swift, I love Swift. Okay. I love Swift, but he's not seeing all like Mike Davis is going to be on every single running back snap except maybe like 10%. Where Swift, he played like 55, 53% of the snaps last week. So that's the only concern I have. Is just he's not playing all the snaps.
I just want to do a quick game recap. So Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs stonks. Okay. And also for the Broncos, we have Melvin Gordon and Noah Fant. Stonks. And then we have also for the Broncos today. And how did Singletary? I didn't look. Did he do well
Trash.
today? Yeah,
Oh,
trash.
Diggs is taken to the locker room.
That's not breaking news.
Breaking news, everybody.
He's being taken to the locker room.
Oh, wait for a video after the stream.
All right, Kyle, put no stonks now.
Yeah, real
No
quick.
stonks.
Now with Diggs, this is breaking news. So now Diggs, Singletary, Jerry Jeudy, and Tim Patrick today, not stonks.
Not stonks.
Not stonks. So that's
You
a quick
forgot about
recap.
Drew Lock too.
Oh
dude.
well,
He's a beast.
if you're starting him, you're pretty desperate at this point. So not
All
even
right.
worth mentioning. And that was your stonks, not stonks recap of the week.
So Giggs, who would you say, Gig or Swift or Davis?
PPR.
PPR.
I'd go Swift.
Oh,
I'm just so pissed. I didn't fucking play Noah Fant tonight.
Ryan, who would you go?
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis. All right. Let's see here.
Oh,
Mike
wait,
Davis,
yeah.
great choice.
I forgot somebody. And then if you started him, Cole Beasley, the best slot receiver in the league. Stonks.
Did he? Did he have a good game? I
He
didn't
had
see.
over 100 yards,
Oh, really? Shit.
8
Oh,
receptions.
yeah, he did.
But he's somebody again who can just he's a veteran. He can just eat through zones. So, and that's probably all they were doing.
I'm torn between Mike Davis. All right, let's see real quick. Okay. Did I just see John Cena on the screen? Yes, you did, Optimize. I'm torn between Mike Davis tonight and Chris Carson tomorrow. I'm going Mike Davis.
Yep.
Is Mike Davis unanimous? Unanimous. Mike Davis, great choice. I got Davis from waivers last week and forgot to start him. Of course, he scored like 20 points. Now he'll probably score like 10. So, Optimize, you cursed him. Yeah, I had Carson. I drafted him. I got Mike Davis off waivers 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and that's what I said. I said, obviously, James Robinson, because he probably wasn't drafted in like anybody's league. Unless you drafted super late, then possibly. But other than him, he's probably been the best waiver wire pickup of the year. Like, who's been better than him? He's been great. He's been phenomenal. I think he's definitely in the top 10 in terms of running back scoring. So he's been a great pickup. Let's see. Oh hell yeah. Mike Davis or Jeff Wilson Jr. Mike Davis.
Mhm.
Mike Davis. I started Cole Beasley and Justin Herbert stonks. There we go. Wish he'd went earlier. He's already balled out against me and our big. That's Diggs. Yeah, he's at least he didn't score a touchdown.
Right.
There's one positive there because he could have easily scored a touchdown. And hey, now his day's even better. It's still really good. I find it strange how Diggs got injured just a few minutes before Derek timed me out.
That is a little sus.
After, yeah.
Oh, after. So is that some karma?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I started Tim Patrick today, so I think this is proper. You guys will see.
Oh, he was carded off. Diggs was carded off. I didn't even see that.
Oh, wow.
All
That
right,
changes
double
the-
stonks.
That
Yeah. Do we have a
is-
double stonks?
We got
Wow.
no, but not stonks for the Bills. Not
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's not
stonks.
cool.
That is not good because
But-
he's been really good this season.
If John Brown returns and you have him on your team and you have Gabriel Davis and Cole Beasley, stonks. Big
If you have
Stonks.
Stephon Diggs and you're going to the championship, which you probably are after this performance,
Singletary, a
sorry.
51-yard tutty.
We're
Is that
sorry.
stonks?
Dude,
That
no way.
is-
No.
Never mind. Stonks for Singletary.
Wow.
Stonks.
That gives you your over for rushing yards, Kyle, because you
But-
looked like shit before that run.
Yeah, I guess. But
51
Wow.
yards, huh? Oh, and you didn't do stonks for a lot of people asked about him. Tyler Bass had a pretty good game today too. He
Quick
probably
stonks.
I wonder how many points he had. Let me check. Had to have a decent amount. All right, so let's see. What's another question? Someone look and read the chat real quick.
Diggs was my only good player from DB. Mark, thanks, guys. Appreciate all the advice once again. Mark, you're the man. We appreciate you. Saquon got injured, and that's why I got Mike Davis. Stonks. Optimize just killing it with the stonks right now. DB Singletary scored the tutty. Yeah, he stonks. Big T. If I win this week, I'm starting Cole Beasley next week in my second flex. I don't care. Stonks. There you go, Big T. Should I start Hawk or Gronk? Hawkinson or Gronk, Gigs? What do you think?
Hawkinson. All day.
Hawkinson. Everyone agree?
Hawkinson. I go
Yeah.
Hawkinson.
Oh, I messed
Honkinson.
up.
Stonkinson. All right.
I'm trying to fix
Dawson
this.
wants to
I
know,
shouldn't have
Gigs,
moved
what you
it.
sipping on?
That would be a Southern Tier 2Xmas.
Oh, Dawson's going to like that.
It's good
Dawson
stuff.
Dawson will be here. We have no more questions right now. So what do we want to keep talking about? This is another touchdown
Okay.
for the Bills.
So Tyler Bass has 12 points. So that's pretty solid from your kicker if you played him today.
Mhm.
Anything in the double digits is very solid for your kicker. So
Yeah.
good play
Um,
today. Stonkinson, let's go.
Let's get that trending. Stonkinson.
There we go.
Kyle, make
Anytime
make a
we
tweet for
answer-
that.
Anytime we answer somebody, hey, should I play Hawkinson? We'll say, yeah, play Stonkinson this week.
Stonkinson.
Like, who the hell is that?
Wonderful
All right.
choice. Dawson likes the beer
I
choice.
can't see anything.
Big
That's
T thinks
right.
Hawkinson's gonna have eight receptions.
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna
Do we
make
have
that
any-
player
Yo,
prop
that's
bet
what we
right
need.
now.
Big T says we need to make merch saying stonks.
There we go. That'd be good. Well, we'll figure it out. We got merch coming soon. For
You should
sure.
just
Yeah,
have like an arrow going up, and it has like just a cutout of Mike Davis's face and James Robinson. Stonks.
Stonks.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Optimize. Started Keenan Allen, bench Tyler Lockett in playoffs. Now I'm projected to lose. Stonks. Optimize. That is not stonks.
Hey, it could be worse. You could have
It could
played
be worse.
played against Josh Allen today, you know?
Right.
You could have Stephon Diggs and need him for next week, and now you don't.
That has to be pretty
He's gone,
sad.
right? You're carted off. You're not playing next week.
You would
I'm about
think.
to drop him in my fantasy team.
I mean, I want to know. I wonder what the football doc is saying right now, or the pro football doc. We should definitely check them out, see if they're saying it, because I'd imagine one of them has said something about it.
He's
Yeah.
pulling a Paul Pierce.
Actually, the football doc just asked, does anybody have video? So we'll see here. I'm sure that they'll have
Lacking.
something.
Oh, Mark just said Diggs is back on the bench, looking fine. Just has his shoe off.
Yes.
That's good. At least there's that. There's some hope.
Yeah, you don't
Got
want
a
to see
little
a guy like
piece of
Stephon Diggs hurt.
Hell no.
No,
yeah.
He's the
especially
truth.
because I do think that they can give the way that they've been playing lately. They honestly can give Kansas City a run for their money. I do think that. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Josh
Especially
Allen's
John
playing
Brown
like how he
back.
was. Yeah, if they had John Brown, Josh Allen, he's playing good football again. He kind of fell off for a little bit, but he's
Yeah.
back to playing that MVP caliber football, which I also think if he continues this through the rest of the season, he might have to be considered MVP again, you know?
Yeah.
No, I agree. He did for like I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 weeks. He just
Over
like,
Big Ben?
Yeah, Big Ben's still in the discussion.
I'm sorry. No. Not over Big Ben.
Thank you.
Hey,
Big Ben's
BBB.
odds
I
to
had
be
Josh
minus
Allen today
1,000.
and Darren Waller Thursday.
Oh,
So do you want your ticket to the championship now, BBB?
yeah, for real. That's That's nice.
And optimize Tyler. I actually am playing against Josh Allen in the league. I started Keenan Allen. That's not stonks. Not stonks.
That sucks. Yo, what's
What
up,
an
Evan?
idiot.
What's up, Evan?
Pulling OBJ taking his shoes off. Good one, Derek. That was pretty
Mostert
funny.
or Elliott
Mostert.
from O Ludi.
Who's
Check
that?
him
What's
out.
up, Elodie?
O Ludi.
Good matchup. I go Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert. Gronk or Cook full PPR.
I'd go. Honestly, I would probably consider going Cook.
Yeah.
I know I like
No,
Gronk,
Michael Thomas.
but Cook, yeah, they're gonna need something, and I imagine maybe the game is a little bit close, but I just think Kansas City kind of gets up ahead of them a little bit. So
Well,
I
not
think
that they've had some slow starts lately. I don't know
Here
what it
comes
is.
Kansas City's biggest critic.
I never. What do you mean? I never criticized
What are
Kansas
you
City.
talking about?
Yeah, when's the last?
Josh Allen, GOAT. Huge play for my fantasy.
When was the last
True,
time
true.
I did? Tell me. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Like,
it
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens. Like once you guys lost to Buffalo, like the first thing you said on the stream, you're like, "Oh, well, that just goes to show no one can beat Kansas City because if the Steelers can lose to Buffalo, Buffalo can't beat them." So I mean, we're
that's
done.
because I don't.
Kansas City.
What?
And then
Buffalo.
They,
so
no,
Buffalo.
Then
No, Buffalo
struggled-
beats
hold on, then
Denver, and all of a
struggled
sudden they
against
can beat
Denver.
Kansas City. That makes no sense.
No, but then Kansas
No,
City
because
struggled
Buffalo.
against Denver, and
It's
you're
not like
the offense stalls. They're not that
no,
good.
because
They're beatable.
Buffalo goes against Kansas City, who at least has their defense has been playing really well for the last few weeks. So they probably have a top 10 defense. Buffalo starts out pretty slow, like they did today. They start out today like they do against Kansas City, where they had turnovers and stuff. Yeah, they'll lose to Kansas City. You give the ball back to Kansas City, they're gonna blow you out. But the Saints defense is one of the top defenses in the league. And if they're going to go out and start slow against a good defense, especially come playoff time and end of the season, yeah, I do. But no, I don't think Buffalo's defense is nearly good enough to slow them down. But if Kansas City goes out, has a slow start, maybe they'll make it a game. But again, they have the biggest splash potential. But I'm talking about the Saints
The
specifically.
Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, but the Saints are a great defense. And they
All right,
have
we
a
got
good
some
offense.
questions.
So that's just my point.
Deontay Johnson, Jarvis Landry, T.Y. Hilton, Amari Cooper. Pick one. I would go. I'd go
Brady.
T.Y. Hilton.
I'm going
Deontay
T.Y. What's up, Brady? What's up, buddy?
It's Brady. Hell yeah. What's up? Josh Allen, huge play for my fantasy. Hell yeah. He was a stud today. The Bills looked
Great
really
call,
good
Evan.
today. Evan Swift, Jones Jr. or Chark at flex. I would go Swift. And guys, roster is insane. I'm going against Jefferson, Scary Terry, Mike Davis, Derrick Henry, James Robinson. Yeah, and you're already down what?
70.
What did you say? 70?
70.
Anything's possible, but I wouldn't bet on your side for sure. Ravens D versus Jags or Browns D versus
Ravens.
Ravens. I'm sticking to my guns. I've told everybody all week, Browns. I hope they come through. So I'm going to go Browns.
I'm going to go Browns, especially if the Ravens have those cornerbacks out.
I will say this. I've said this before, but maybe you didn't hear me or weren't listening last time. So the Giants are second in the league in points scored, well, least points scored. They're right there with the Jets. So they shouldn't score points. It should be I'd imagine a slugfest between two struggling offenses, except I think the Browns will be able to run the ball, and that's why they'll win. And it's supposed to rain that day. So how are your prospects on Lazard and Williams tonight? What do you guys think?
I mean, we haven't seen what we're hoping from Lazard this season at all. He started off the season really good before the injury. He hasn't really done it since. So at some point, I feel like he has a blow-off game, a game where he kind of goes off a little bit, scores a touchdown. I don't know if this is it, but I hope for it because I like Alan Lazard.
Yeah, and I think if you have to try to play like Jamal Williams tonight, I do think he's an okay like flex play, just because Carolina has been getting beaten up on the ground. Although it's kind of weird. Like if you look at Carolina's points against or the rating for like if you're starting a running back, I think they're giving up like the 9th most points for it, but their run defense has actually been pretty decent, except like Ronald Jones, they give up nearly 200 yards, but other than that, they kept Dalvin Cook in check. He only rushed for 61 rushing yards against them, so I don't know. They've got this weird situation going on with Carolina, so but I think Jamal Williams will have a decent game today. I don't expect too much unless he can score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think of Devontae Adams receiving prop at 88.5?
Over.
Yeah, he probably goes for like 200.
You think it's
he
I
should
think
eat
this
up
is
the
a scary
secondary.
game for them. Yeah.
What I think is interesting is how much this line is moving. It's all the
Yeah,
way to
why is it
minus
at
9.5
9.5?
for Green Bay now.
What happened? It was at 8 like an hour ago.
I'm just glad I got in when the getting was good.
Yeah. Rodgers is rushing prop only 8.5.
He probably doesn't. I hate doing quarterback rushing. I
Yeah.
hate it. Let's see. Deontay Johnson. Or wait, let's see. I'm winning my 2 leagues. Well, that's good. At least you're winning your other leagues. That's all that matters. You can lose one, but the other one you win in. Jarvis Landry has the 2nd most receptions in a wide receiver's first 5 seasons. Yeah. Hey, listen, he's solid, and he has a good matchup this week in the slot against the Giants. Deontay Johnson a play this week, even with the drop passes recently. Yes, Evan, he is a solid play. Don't worry about the drop passes. I know it's not ideal, but he's the best receiver on that team by a mile. Drew Brees or Mitchell Trubisky, who do I start? Oh boy, who you guys going? You gonna recommend Mitch? I'm gonna say Drew Brees. I can't. I think this game. I know the past couple of games they've been really good offensively, the Bears, but I think this is a game where they're not that good offensively, just because they don't get a cupcake matchup. Jesus,
Love a good cake cup.
K-pops. Is that what they're called?
Cake pops are solid. Yeah.
Cake pops. That's what they're called. From K-pop is the what is it? The music.
Korean pop. Yeah.
Who's that band that is on
BTS,
the
dude.
BTS? Hell yeah, dude. Giggs, what do you think from or wait, no,
Breeze.
you guys okay, Breeze. Ryan, I know you're probably going Mitch.
He has done me so good in my 2 quarterback league that I'm so loyal to Mitch Trubisky for the rest of his career. So I'm going Mitch Trubisky.
Interesting.
I have to be.
You're
Especially if he
loyal
wins
to
me a
Mitch Trubisky.
championship.
I love it.
If he wins me a championship in a 2 quarterback league, I literally will never say a bad thing about him for the rest of his life. I'm going to make an attempt to go to his funeral if I'm still alive.
That's far down the line. Aaron Jones, Mike Davis, or Nick Chubb. Picking between Jones and Chubb. Damn. Who are you starting in that flex, Mickey? If you have to, I would say Nick Chubb and Aaron Jones, but who are you starting in at flex over Mike Davis? I'm interested to hear that. I went with Tim Patrick instead of Melvin Gordon. I want to cry. It's tough. It's tough. Hey, Melvin Gordon, I told some people to play him today. If I told you Tim Patrick, I'm sorry.
No, you said Melvin Gordon over those 2. I remember that. Yeah.
I feel like I told a decent amount of people to play Melvin Gordon that had questions about him because I felt like he'd be a good play just because I don't think Buffalo's run defense is that good. Rodgers bottom 10 for rush attempts. Oh, good stat there, Derek.
I like that. I like that. He's like our Hembo. If you watch the show during the random stats, I forget what show. I think it's Get Up. Get Up has this dude named Hembo who asks some random questions and just comes up with random facts during the show.
There we go. Let's see. We have sup boys. What's up, Logan? How you doing? We got Dobbins, Akers, or Jefferson flex. I would go Akers.
Akers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Akers.
You think I should risk it with Cam or hell no? Who else do you have? Adrian, are you saying Cam Newton? Is that who you're saying?
If it's Cam Newton, no.
And if it is Cam Newton, who's the other options? Let us know that. So, any other questions you guys? Any questions you guys have? Just ask in the chat.
I did a parlay. I have a parlay.
Go ahead. We'll kick it over to Ryan for parlay for the people.
Okay. We talked about Tunyon a little bit earlier. He's caught touchdowns in 4 straight games. I'm looking to make it 5, so I have Tunyon anytime touchdown scorer. On our first the earlier show, we talked about Mike Davis's receiving prop. I think they get down early in this game, and like Tyler keeps mentioning, he's like the only back that touches the ball there. So I'm going over 27.5 receiving yards for Mike Davis, and then we're going Devontae Adams over 88.5 receiving yards. $15 pays 136. That's Tunyon to score anytime. Mike Davis over 27.5 receiving yards, and Devontae Adams over 88.5 receiving yards.
All right. Well, someone take over chat real quick.
All right, let me hop back in. Give me a sec. All right.
You're last at Dobbins, Akers, Jefferson, and then you think I should risk it with Cam or hell no?
Kyle's cam shut off. We miss his face. Yeah, I miss his face too. Swift or Mike Davis? We said Mike Davis for sure. Well, not for sure, but we like Mike Davis. I think Ty or Giggs, you said Swift over Mike Davis.
No, I'll go Mike Davis over him.
Everybody that didn't get the parlay for the people, I'm about to post it in the chat. So if you're looking for it, it's going to be on Twitter and in the chat in a second.
All right, thanks, Doss, for letting us know he hit the rush over 6.5 last week, so that's probably why they bumped it to 8.5. The dude's just a rushing machine. Sterling Shepard or T. Higgins next to Marquise Brown. Oh, gosh. Julio, you don't have any other options? Like, no one can be picked up out of that?
Who is it again?
Sterling Shepard or T. Higgins next to Marquise Brown. It's like a 16-man league.
Right, Marquise Brown isn't playing.
No, he is.
He came off of COVID today.
What?
I don't know how.
Okay, don't listen to Giggs.
Well, I don't know if so.
Well,
I
he was
guess
a contact. He was a
Yeah.
contact and then tested negative for like 3 days in a row or something.
Okay.
So any input on the Shepard or T. Higgins?
So Andy's starting. He's saying next to like Marquise
Next
Brown
to
is
Marquise
starting.
Brown, yeah.
Oh boy, I'd probably go Shepard personally.
Yeah, I'd go Shepard, but Julio, if there's some people in free agency that you have some options of adding instead, let us know.
Here's a couple. Kendrick Bourne, if he's available, I do think Kendrick Bourne is a solid play this week. He's somebody that he should be there.
Mm-hmm. Let us
I'd
know,
probably
Julio.
play him.
Mark
If
says,
Russell
you know I
Gage
love you.
is there.
Yeah, he's another one.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You know I love you guys, but thinking hard about Swift over Davis in big money league. Just got a bad feeling about Davis and have him starting on 3 other teams trying to get the ship.
Hedge your bets.
Go with your gut.
No, I mean, they're both, we like them both. It's just Mike Davis a little more. That's one of those ones where Ty always says, go with your gut. We can give our opinion, but at the end of the day, if you're feeling Swift, go with Swift. Gus Edwards or Clyde in PPR.
I'd probably go Clyde.
Gus.
I want to say Gus, but I can't say. I'd say Clyde.
So good.
He did, but he also. I'd say, all right, screw it. Let's go Gus, because I do want to say Gus because I think that they win the game and I think they win convincingly, and they run the ball effectively.
Gus Bus.
So, Gus
Yeah,
Bus
and
gets
they
in the
keep-
end zone again.
They keep rotating them through. Okay. From Adrian. Okay, thanks. LOL. I have Brees.
Adrian.
All right. Tunyon or
Adrian.
Andrews? We've had this question a few times. Tunyon or Andrews? We were getting Andrews earlier, I'm pretty sure. Most of the time there against Jacksonville.
Dude, you said he's gonna have a touchdown tonight. Tunyon.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Tunyon.
I agree. But I think Andrews has blow up potential against Jacksonville.
Dude, you just think he's.
I liked Andrews more thinking Brown was out.
So
Now that
Andrews
Brown's
or
back
Tunyon.
and how little they pass, I don't know.
That's fair.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough for me. I would say that if it's PPR, I'd probably go Andrews because I don't think that Tunyon gets that many receptions. He usually is low yards, low receptions, but finds the end zone. But honestly, that's a toss up. I don't
What do
even
you
know.
mean? Lamar is one of the best passing quarterbacks in the league.
You're right, Kyle. I forgot. That's the guy you're a big critic
Like some
of, too.
guy that said on Twitter the other day, he is better than Mahomes. He is. And he just proves it every week.
Mark says,
No doubt.
Big T says, Mark, I feel like Davis is about to have like 12, maybe 15 points, nothing major. Let's see. Oh, Julio. the best option available at wide receiver is Rashad Higgins, 16-man league. I would take Rashad Higgins over either of those two guys you said earlier.
I'd probably stay Shepard personally.
Really? I think, dude, Rashad Higgins caught like 8 passes last week, I think.
Yeah.
Against the Giants who are beat up. James Bradbury.
Isn't the
not
weather
playing,
supposed to be bad in that
upset.
game?
Yeah, the weather's not supposed to be good. I mean, it's supposed to rain. I don't know how much I don't know how much rain as of right now, but it is supposed to rain. Last I saw, it could have changed.
So are you sticking Higgins or those guys from earlier? Shepard. I think it was Higgins or Shepard, basically.
Jesus.
I would go. Let me just look at the forecast real quick.
All right, I'll go to the next question.
Come back. Yeah.
All right, Ridley or AJ Brown?
I'm
Ridley.
going. That's really close to. I'd probably go AJ Brown personally. Looks like
I'm gonna go.
No, tomorrow.
I'll go AJ Brown. You know Trubisky just averages 203 yards passing against the Vikings, no touchdown mark. I don't care. I love Trubisky and will never say a bad thing about him.
It's only at 10%. No, the weather should be good for tomorrow. It needs
So
to
does
be
that change your
You
mind at all?
love Trubisky?
Then go Shepard.
You're going Shepard. Ty, you sticking with Shepard?
I'd stick with Shepard personally.
Ryan, you love Trubisky?
I do, yeah. Only thing is Gus hasn't had more than 10 touches
Are you
in 5
saying
games.
fantasy-wise you love Trubisky, like this week? Or in general?
Yeah, I love him as a person too.
Well, like, do you love him as a play? Like, you wish, like, the Eagles had him as a quarterback? Is
Oh,
that what you're
no,
saying?
never.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that's what you meant. You're just saying this week in fantasy and whatnot.
Yeah, fantasy, I
Okay.
can't say anything bad about him.
Okay, fair enough.
Gus hasn't had more than 10 touches in 5 games. Yes, but he hits the goal line touch. Didn't he score 2 touchdowns last week after Dobbins basically ran him down the field?
Yeah, that's the listen. I'm gonna change my mind again. It depends on how do you think these games are gonna go, because if you think that Jacksonville is gonna put up a fight, then I do think that's gonna limit Gus a little bit more, because I think if they get up ahead, you'll see him more in the second half. Whereas CH should be involved in the entire game, because I don't think that they're gonna blow them out. I think it's going to be competitive, but I don't think he's going to have much rushing yards. So you're going to have to hope for some receiving yards and for him to punch it in close, for him to really be viable, because I don't think he's that good of a play this week. Best rush defense in the NFL. I don't see it happening.
Pick 2 wide receivers: Metcalf, Hilton, Godwin, Thielen. Can't flex. So pick 2: Metcalf, Hilton, Godwin, Thielen.
I'm going Metcalf, Thielen.
I'm going to go Metcalf and Hilton.
Me too.
Hilton.
Optimize says it's going to be a breezy game. Terrell, too nice. Trubisky over Brees, Ryan. Listen, I think Trubisky is great, but I think Brees is greater in this matchup, because the only way that the Saints – I didn't say anything bad about Trubisky. Because the only way that the Saints – the only way the Saints compete is if they pass a lot and put up a lot of points. Slight chance this game becomes a shootout, even though both defenses are solid, but I'll go Brees in that one.
There's somebody on Twitter said, because I put it playing against Josh Allen, I put the Michael Scott. Did you see that GIF? Like, I just got to put all I can do is put on a brave face. And then someone said, opponent benched Allen for Goff.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. And then I put the GIF. What an idiot. What a loser. Oh, that's terrible.
What time's the game ended tonight, guys? It's an 8:30 start. I think some points are scored. I'm going to go 11:40.
Starts at 8:17. Does that change your time?
Oh, yeah, it does. 8:27. All right,
8:27?
11:27.
Holy shit, that's going to be a fast game.
Who has a better chance of getting 20 points this week? T.Y. Hilton, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Emmanuel Sanders.
T.Y.
Amari. Oh, T.Y. was in there. Sorry, I missed that. T.Y.
All right, Deontay Johnson. Just kidding.
The Panthers starting right tackle is out. Definitely not Stonks. Definitely not Stonks for Bridgewater.
Arlington? His name?
I started Tannehill over Herbert this week. Should I regret that? Probably.
I don't know. I think Tannehill is going to be fine. He might not score what Herbert did, but you take away a rushing touchdown from Herbert, and it's a solid day, but it's not as good as it was. So
Right. I could start both Gus and Clyde, but would have to bench T. Higgins and James White.
Oh, Kyle,
I
you're
might do
answering
that.
questions on Twitter? Okay.
Well, you missed a ton of them.
Well, I was down on the bottom of the list.
Would you
I
start Gus
thought
and
you were-
Clyde, but bench T. Higgins and James White?
If it was full PPR, I'd have to think about it. If it was standard, yes.
Yeah. I
What
think
was
I'd
it
agree
again?
with that.
Could I start
Gus
both?
and Clyde, but you'd have to bench T. Higgins and James White.
Yeah, if it's full PPR, I might just go James White. I don't like T. Higgins. Maybe T. Higgins goes off, but how can you like? I don't feel good about that. James White possibly over Gus. Just depends on scoring.
If you're full
Uh,
PPR, I'd like Clyde over Gus.
Projected to lose by 30. Who you got this week? Tannehill, Brees, Stafford, Goff, Big Ben, or Hurts?
I still think Tannehill has the biggest ceiling because I think if Detroit can keep it close, and I do think that they can keep it close, that game has the potential
It's
to be one of the
asking a
highest scoring.
lot.
They kept it somewhat close with the Bears, who put up what 30?
They both put up 30. And wasn't that final of that game like 30-35?
Yeah, did they beat them?
Yeah, they won.
I think this game has shootout potential.
Yeah.
So
You know what? I'm just betting Detroit money line. You convinced me.
All right. I like Tannehill.
Here we go. Plus
Does that one as well.
385.
It's full PPR. So the Gus and Clyde versus Higgins and James White. It's a full PPR.
I'm
Yeah, let's
going-
revisit that real quick. I
I'm
think I
going
like
James
Clyde
White.
more now.
Actually, let's get to this question real
James
quick for
White.
Daffy because it includes DJ
Well-
Moore. DJ Moore, Corey Davis, real quick.
For me, I'd go Corey Davis personally.
I go
Corey Davis.
All right, now we can continue on that last one.
Well, because he needs two. He's starting Gus and Clyde. So
Bench, yeah.
yeah, so
Well, no, he was originally asking between the two, and then he said he could play both of them, but he'd have to bench.
Oh, okay.
And
well, I would
we
play-
answered Gus. We originally were going to go Clyde, then went Gus. If it's full PPR, does that change that?
Yeah, for me, I would put Clyde in over T. Higgins. That's what I would
Okay.
do. I mean, what would
Oh.
you guys do?
T.
So you're saying just
Giggins?
pull Higgins? I think if it's full PPR, I'll play T. Higgins over Gus. Although, I mean, I haven't looked. Is Gus getting a ton of passing work?
Well, no, he's starting, but isn't he starting T. Higgins and James White? And then he would put Gus or Clyde over one of those people.
So I guess pick two. That's the way I would
Yeah.
look at it. And if we're wrong, then correct us. But
So I
if
would
I'm-
say James White and Clyde in full PPR. That's who I would say in full PPR.
yeah, I'd agree with that. Duke Johnson, Joe Burrow, or 3 times PPR. Duke Johnson, Joe Burrow, or CMC.
Joe Burrow-
CMC.
Big Ben has no run game, and James Conner is injured. Godwin, Jefferson, Ridley, Ayuk. Bench one.
Wait. Go back to that real quick. Optimize. When are you Steelers fans gonna stop making excuses? You know. Anyways, continue.
Godwin, Jefferson, Ridley, Ayuk. Bench one. I'm benching Godwin.
Agreed.
Godwin.
You heard any updates on Diggs' injury? Mark gave us an update that he was on the sideline, just had his shoe off.
He's pulling a Odell.
Yeah. It's probably best to just sit him out the rest of the game. Swift or Akers? I think we're going Akers across the board, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Thanks, y'all. You are welcome. We appreciate you guys asking us questions. What time does this game start? 8:30?
I'm not sure.
8-17.
8:17, really?
Why is such a weird time? That's so weird. 8:17.
That's what FanDuel Sportsbook says.
Predictions?
Julio,
Predictions?
actually, hey, wait, back to Julio's with the bad wide receivers. He also has Emmanuel Sanders available.
Oh yeah, definitely Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders over all those guys, Julio.
What about
Um,
Steve?
Steve.
Steve's a starter.
Yeah, should I start him this week?
Yeah, I'm looking at Pro Football Focus right now. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Continue on.
Mark said when to put Davis back in and was locked out before kickoff. So now I'm worried because you guys are usually right.
So everybody's still there.
Who do we say Davis for who? Oh, for DJ Moore.
All right, game started though. My prediction: Green Bay wins 31-20.
Panthers are gonna stomp them. Just kidding.
I'm going to say 34-17. 35-17.
Mike Davis already has 6 yards, guys. He's already got you 0.6. That's why you tune in to Aspire Sports.
Aspire.
I'll say let's see. 28 to 20. I'll say that. 28 to 21. Green Bay.
31-17 Green Bay.
All right. One more question that just came in. Fournette, Hines, or Gus?
Fournette.
I'm going to go Hines.
I'm just gonna go Fournette just because he's gonna see the field a lot.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor could go off, and you can
I'm going
never see
Fournette as well.
Hines.
I'm going Hines.
Gig's going to be out next week. We'll let you guys know. I'll go see what the football doc is saying because he usually does a write-up on his website. He has a website, so I'll go and check it out, see if anything's on there, and then I'll tweet it out when I see something. So I'll let you guys know.
One more claim in. Edwards, Hilaire, Elliott, or Wilson Jr.? Half PPR.
I've been big. Hopefully it pans out. I've been big on Wilson a lot just because easy matchup, and he still will see the field.
I'm cool with that.
Clyde still.
I'm going to go Elliott.
Yeah, I would go Elliott just because of the volume.
I mean, he's slightly hurt. All right, guys. Thanks for the advice as always, DB. Game started.
Yeah, we're going to go. So catch us tomorrow. Hey, we'll be here, 10:30. We'll be live. Make sure you tune in with all your final questions. If you want, you can ask us at Aspire Sports. We'll answer any questions you have. And we've said this. It looks like the tweet deleted, or did somebody delete it? We had a Discord. I'll put the Discord tweet up again. So we're trying to move people to Discord because our Twitter got suspended because we're tweeting so much. So we're trying to move everybody to Discord. I'll send that out. If you want to ask us questions, you can ask us in Discord. That way it doesn't take up our tweets. So keep that in mind as well. Would you start Tannehill or Brady?
Tannehill.
Tannehill.
And yes, we cover NBA.
We cover NBA. So, all right. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys all chilling with us. It means a lot. So we'll see you tomorrow, 10:30. Good luck, guys. See ya.
Suck me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew, restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you